Howdy folks, Bluesboyjag here, yet another funky R.L. Burnside style 3-string cigar box guitar lesson. We are tuned to open G. It's an A string down to G, and a D string to normal to D, and a G string to normal to G. Always tune your G string normal. So I'm using my fingers on this one, and it is funky as usual. I can't get away from that funky stuff. So what we're doing here is using my first finger on the up strum, and I'm going to be using my first finger on the first string, 6th fret, second finger on the 2nd string, 7th fret. I'm sliding up 1 fret. But it's real quick, so it's kind of a compressed slide. That's the whole thing. I do this little slide up here, and I do a slide up down here, and repeat. This slide up here is real quick. There is no pause. Sometimes I do that pause, but not this time. So we'll break it down. Using my first finger on the up strum, I'm using my first finger for the strumming. I'm doing an up strum on that part of my finger, the tip, and I'm doing a down strum on my nail. Real super slow. I'm doing 2 up strums in a row. And that slide up. The first strum and the second strum with this hand. And then a down strum. Now, when I go down here, I'm going to slide up with my first finger on the first string, 2nd fret, second finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. First finger ends up on the 1st string, 3rd fret, and my 2nd finger is on the 2nd string, 5th. So I'm sliding with my first finger on the 1st string, this is confusing, 2nd fret, and I'm only moving that first finger up 1 fret, but I'm moving my 2nd finger up 2 frets. So there's only 2 chords in this riff. This one, so you can add a couple extra strums down here. You can do anything you want, actually. It's just a riff. So make it your own. Remember, this can have as many beats as you want. It's hill country music, right? So it doesn't have to equal evenly, right? So you don't have to do 4 strums or 4 beats here and 3 beats there and 3 beats there. You can mix it all up however you want. So that's what makes it so funky. It's a little bit off kilter maybe. It's a little bit hard to recognize where the riff begins and ends. But once you hear that repetitive riff going over and over and over, then you kind of get the idea. And the other thing is, when you hear these riffs that are repetitive, you hear them change, but they don't really change. But your brain sort of interprets them differently. You hear a different rhythm maybe, or you hear certain notes that you didn't hear before because you get entranced in it. You get sucked into it. And it really is the whole point, right? You're going to have a lot of fun with this stuff. Whoops. Forget to do that really sharp cutoff on that strum. Again, first finger is doing the up on that part of my finger. Right there, the part that's touching my cheek. And the nail is doing the down strum. So literally what you're seeing, if you look close, is this. Of course, I'm pretending like there's a pick in my hand because I'm so used to using a pick from all those years. So there's no pick, it's an invisible pick. I should probably call this lesson the invisible pick. Now the other part that's important is muting with this hand. And you've seen this all over my channel. I can't not do this. I do this now with straight ahead metal on my 6-string, and I'm not even playing slide or blues. I do this kind of muting all the time. Country music, use it all the time. Oops. So this first slide up is the same as the beginning slide up down here. Exactly the same shape. And this one, I'm sliding up to where there's a space in between the two fingers. And this one I'm not. As I slide up, I'm moving my second finger a fret up. That's what it would look like if I kept that my fingers there. Instead, I'm moving my second finger a fret up. So there are no longer adjacent fingers on the adjacent frets. I've got a space in between them. Okay, so I'm going to do about a minute or so of just out and out jamming on this deal. All right. Choking with this hand to make it super funky. So if you see these fingers flopping around, that's what's happening. I'm muting out right there. If I want to. You don't have to, but when I do, that's what I'm doing. right, that's one little thing I like to do. Somehow, maybe the last week or two, I kind of got addicted to that. What I'm doing is pulling off that first finger on the first string. Starting with the up strum, real important. Have fun with that. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and check out my website, my web store, I guess. Check out my website, bluesboyjag.com. Cigar box guitars like this one for 21 years. Keep those cards and letters and requests coming. I'm really having a lot of fun reading all your comments and your direct messages to me asking questions. So keep the cards and letters coming. We'll see you next time.